What's good, yo? What's good? Ya Clout Podcast back after a week off because faggot ass rap niggas don't want to do interviews. It's your boy Mike Sears, man. As always, Ya Clout Podcast, and I'm here with my brother, from Northern Ireland. Clout Crack.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
What's good? Yeah, man. Week off. We back in this bitch, and we're talking about an album that turned 25 years back in June. Talking about one of my favorite groups of all time, one of the most underrated groups of all time, the Beatnuts, with their second full-length album, Stone Crazy. I love the Beatnuts. Psycho-less, Juju. On the first album, they had Fashion, Out to Reek.
Yeah.
It was fucking dope. I got to get that God Connections album one day, even though my want and need for physical media has dwindled down to shit. But
and that's a really hard one to get to.
It is. It's dumb. Ever since I known about it, it's been expensive, bro. I think they did a reissue, but it didn't last long.
Yeah.
It came out 96, but yeah, Beatnuts. Both producers, two MCs. Big fan of these guys' production. Big fan of the group overall. They've been in my life since I got into hip hop, man, because of my uncle. He played self-titled, aka street level, all the time. You know, we get props over here. I heard that a lot.
Yeah.
There was a Black Maxwell cassette that he had, and he made a mixtape, and it was beautiful. So many fucking cuts on it. It was like a 90-minute cassette, and that was on it. He played that so much. You know, such a good album that record is. And then
that
for me,
hit me with that. Oh yeah.
Oh, fucking banging. Love that song. And Intoxicated Demons EP as well.
Yeah, it has Rain Off the Tech on
Rain
it.
of the Tech is so hard. That's a grimy fucking EP, dog. Like, I love that shit, bro. But that's my introduction to them. But my first tape I ever had was this, Stone Crazy. I got it at the Ames department store around 98 or so, I want to say. And just fell in love with Beatnuts, you know. Then Musical Massacre in 99, which, love that album too. That was a big... I got that on release date too. Yeah, excellent album. So that's my introduction to Beatnuts. How about you, Ross? When did you get down with the Beatnuts, brother?
Yeah, I mean, I got into them really late. Like, I don't really remember hearing about them when I was growing up. I was looking at the stats earlier, and No Escaping is charted in the UK. You know, off Take It or Squeeze It in 2001. That was in the charts, but I don't really remember hearing it like that. And I basically got into them, from hearing their production on other people's stuff. So, they work with Fat Joe, and, they appear here and there, like, Supreme Clientele, Juju was on that. And, just like from the production point of view, that's kind of like where I heard the name first. But then, from, talking to you and Mobilarity One, and, like, that's how I sort of learned about their actual albums. And Stone Crazy is actually the first one I picked up. That was the first one I heard in full. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why I gravitate towards this album a little bit more than some of the other ones, just because it was the first one that I heard personally. But I mean, I think they're a really consistent group, you know what I mean? Like, most of the stuff I've heard from them is really good.
Likewise, bro. They don't get enough love, man.
No, they don't. I mean, like, they're a duo from the East Coast, but, they don't really get mentioned the same way, like, obviously, like, Mobb Deep or, like, kind of like the Kings. And then, even compared to, like, MOP and stuff like that, like, Beatnuts just don't really get mentioned, and it's a shame, for sure.
They're Queens natives, and they fucking got amazing production and decent MCs in my eyes. So, yeah, man. Stone Crazy is my favorite album. There's blemishes on it. We'll get to that. To me personally, but it's my favorite because I played it so much. It's my most played album. But I do agree. The first album is probably the best because it's no skips at all.
It's very consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Also, Native Tongues members right here. Beatnuts.
Yeah, which is kind of, I don't know, kind of like strange. I don't know. They kind of,
they're raunchy niggas that, Go ahead, Ross, you gonna say?
No, just kind of saying, like, yeah, they stick out definitely in that crew.
Yeah, because they're raunchy niggas that like to, get blazed, fuck bitches, shit like that.
Yeah, they talk that shit, basically, yeah.
And street shit, too. Like, Daylight gets down, they threw down in real life, but these niggas are the grimiest members of that crew for sure. But the Beatnuts Stone Crazy, man. 25 years back in June. Let's get to it. We got World Famous. I love this beat. This shit is banging. Those drums are just nasty. Some chaotic sound effects in the background. Screaming and police sirens. And that World Famous. And the beat's fire. Quick little intro. That's all I got to say about that, really.
Yeah, I like it. It's kind of like they're kind of revisiting the intro that they had for Intoxicated Demons because it was world famous as well. And they're sort of like doing that again. It's kind of like a sequel to that. And really dope beat. Definitely good enough to be a song if they wanted it to be. But yeah, really dope intro, like you said, hard hitting drums, and kind of gets you kind of hyped up for what's coming next. Yeah, it's a really really cool intro. It doesn't overstay its welcome either. It's pretty dope.
Fuck yeah. Then we get the first official actual song on the album, Bless the MIC, featuring Gab Gotcha. Such a dope way to start off the album, song-wise, in my opinion. Psycho Les sets off the joint lovely. Bitch niggas getting drowsy, dropping to their knees like prosties. Shout out to my Queen's Posse. I love that. Gab Gotcha does his 1-2 on there as well. Juju comes on the mic and, has some fire bars. Absolutely love this beat as well. Dope track. I fucks with that track right there.
Yeah, I like the song too. Beat-wise, it's pretty dark. It's kind of eerie. Definitely has a kind of slightly sinister kind of vibe. I really like it. Really, kind of sets the tone for the album. Just kind of, after World Famous, which is kind of like banging. This is kind of like definitely kind of has like an eerie kind of vibe to it. And I don't know who this Gab Gotcha guy is at all. Do you know who that is?
I have no idea who it. I thought it was a nigga from Black Alicious. He got a kind of but that's Gift of Gab, isn't that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I don't know who that is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but I thought their verse was pretty dope.
Yeah.
When they said, what better time than now? Make you a distant memory. My pedigree specialized in cheddar cheese. I forever be the architect, constantly building my conglomerate. Pretty dope. Love that. Just braggadocious kind of bars on here from all three of them. Simple, but like when Psycho Les says, to the max, doing 90, relax, down Roosevelt, Heineken between the laps. But dead that issue, time to rip you like a tissue, fold you up and wipe my ass with you. It's like, it's simple, but like, I like his voice and his delivery. And over that kind of like hard beat, it's just dope. And it's a really cool way to kick off the album proper. And it's great. Juju's verse is dope as well. He's my favorite member, personally. I love Juju.
My favorite too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. And he did one, so yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that makes him a legend right there, yeah.
Yeah, which I love Ghost, so and that song. All right, then we get Intermission. Beatnuts have these interludes that are so fucking dope. They should have been full-fledged songs, in my opinion. And this beat is just super dope, man. That's all I got to say about that,
Yeah, I like this beat too. Kind of bouncy, like it's a head nodder for sure. This, not speaking about this interlude specifically, but I think I noticed when listening to this album, like in the second half, they kind of ditch the interludes. Like this album's very interlude heavy in the first half, and then I don't know, just kind of ditched them after a while. I thought that was strange, but I like all the ones on here. They don't overstay their welcome, and I think it's pretty cool. I don't know if I would put an Intermission as track 3. Maybe that's a little bit early, but it's still pretty dope. I like the beat, and it serves as a nice bridge from track to track.
Fuck yeah. Now we get Here's a Drink. Juju comes on the track with dope swagger. Gun talk makes me crazy. I'm aggravating like screaming babies. Bitches hate me. I love that shit. Love the flow in here too. Psycho Les comes on there. They trade some bars. Shady niggas just react. We just think. Dope joint. I fucks with it. Yeah, it's a good song. But Juju, he had the best bars for me in there. Killed it.
Yeah, dope song. I like the beat on this one as well. Just like a hard, head nodder, that don't like it's just it's dope. Yeah, I like the song. It's not like a super standout in my opinion. It was actually a single. It's the last single on the album.
Wow, you know that.
Yeah, 4 singles released for this, and this was the last one. Pretty dope, but it's not like a super standout. But don't get me wrong, this is a dope track. Not much else to say about it. I love that line that you mentioned earlier, about going crazy like screaming babies. Is dope from Juju, but it's a dope song, but maybe not like a super standout for me.
I agree. Yeah, it's not one of my favorite songs either. Then we get, oh my god, I fucking love this song.
And now this is a different story, yeah.
A highlight for sure. Off the Books, featuring Big Pun and Cuban Link of Terror Squad. This is like the third time I heard Big Pun, because I hit him on Just One's Envy, and then the song on the whole soundtrack that my nigga Ray put me onto, You Ain't a Killer.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost it when I heard that. And then this. Oh my god, like Big Pun just annihilates shit on here. Mad strong and my cream is fast. Smoke the greenest grass. My bitch got the meanest ass and it tastes legit. I ain't gotta waste the whole case of Chris. All I need is my pretty face and my gangster wit. I fucking love that, man. And Cuban Link kills it too. He killed that shit. Fly Pelican fly like Scarface shit. Fucking love that. Juju kills it. Psycho Les, such a dope verse. When Psycho Les said, no escaping this. Niggas is going over their favorite shit. To be taping this. The chorus is dope as fuck. Just an all-around banger. When Pun was like, clotheslining motherfuckers like Steven Seagal, because all you're gonna get is your ass. Oh my god. Bruh. Fucking fire. The videos fly. Absolutely love Off the Books. Always have. A cornerstone in the Beatnuts career. One of the greatest Big Pun verses of all time as well, shall I say. Off the Books is special. That beat, like that kind of Latino feel to it, fucking fire, bro. It's so good.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely one of my favorite songs on the album, and definitely one of the big singles on here. And fantastic showcase of both Big Pun and Cuban Link. Like, they did an amazing job. Big Pun pretty much steals the show on here. Love that line where he says, for clotheslining motherfuckers like Steven Seagal, like, because all you're gonna get is your ass kicked or up in a casket. Like, that's it. Oh, what a way to end off. A killer verse. It's just so good. Cuban Link, like he said, he came correct as well. Fly verse from him. And Juju, dope. Shoot, bro, I got a waterproof suit, yo, swerving like an AKA in Beirut, yo, just like Fly. Again, it's just such a Fly song. Like, even that beat, with like the flute and the xylophone, it's just so instantly catchy and memorable. And I love this song. And, Psycho Les, he came correct at the end there, disappear, jumping the Cavalier, feeling marvelous, street pharmacist, twist arbolist, which is Spanish for craze.
That's fire though.
It's just such a dope song. Like I said, just kind of like, it's so Fly and sort of puts you in a good mood as well. You know what I mean? It feels lavish. You know what I mean? Just like 4 guys, just bragging about how dope they are. And then, like I said, the videos Fly too. They literally have money raining on them in the video. That's how dope it is. So love this song. And even like the start of it, you better watch your step. It's an amazing beat, just so instantly catchy and memorable. And everyone puts in a fantastic performance. Definitely a highlight on the album for sure.
Absolutely. I fucking love that song. So good.
Yeah.
Then we get Be Proud, which is an interlude. Very short.
Be proud. Yeah.
Ooh, you are. Be proud. Yeah, I don't like it that much. It's not like, nothing too like anyway. It's so short.
It's just I don't know, like a little buffer between like 2 amazing songs put together. Put it that way,
Yeah. And now, oh my god, oh man, my favorite song on the whole album.
Yeah, probably the same with me. Yeah.
Do You Believe? Single Amazing video. My favorite joint in the whole fucking album. One of my favorite songs of all time, for that matter, yo. Such a dope song. I love the somewhat somber type of beat. Juju talking about growing up in the hood. Psycho Les verse is dope. Talks about keeping shit grimy and knocking off the flashy niggas off the charts. Because around that time, it was like Bad Boy Everything. No Way Out was popping. A month later, it would come out. But yeah, an amazing song. I love it. Like, do you believe in God? That corpse, do you believe in God? Tell him to save you, because me and these niggas here, we ain't trying to pay you. Love that.
Regardless of the fact that it's close to home, I gotta finish your life so I can start my own.
Fire.
Oh, it's so good. Like, I'm not like an instrumental hip hop person, but that could work as an instrumental. It's so amazing.
I know.
That so beat just, paints a picture on its own. It really does. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I think it's probably my favorite song on the album. And yeah, it's just such a good song. As soon as it starts, I'm just like, yo, it's so good. Dun, 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 dun. Like you said, it has like a somber kind of vibe. But at the same time, it's like, it's, I don't know, it just sets the scene perfectly. Juju, I love, his opening lines, Ayo, it's ill when I'm heated, how my heart stay cold, write a rhyme that makes the gaps around the world explode. Oh, it's so dope. Yeah, such a, dope song. Even their like both Juju and Psycho Les, the way they rap it, like they're not their usual like kind of cocky delivery. They're more kind of like slightly more reserved on this track, which is fits the production perfectly. And that hook, what we recited, it's just so amazing. I gotta finish your life so I can start my own. It's like, damn, you feel that. It's hard, but at the same time, there's like a real kind of sadness to it, because that's the way a lot of people act. That's real. So crazy good. Psycho Les, his verse as well. When he's talking about dollars is the mission, sitting in the yoga position, isolate my mind from your bitching. Love that. It's one of those songs. It's hard to do justice. It's definitely just fantastic. Yeah.
I love the video when Juju's writing his rhymes and shit.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my god. This takes me back to War Report, Life After Death, even Capital Punishment, because I got this around towards the end of 97 and oh my god, early 98 probably. I can't really pinpoint it, but around that time when I was bumping all those albums, it's just a fantastic record. I love that song so much. I can go on.
And it's aged so well. Like, I don't know, it's timeless. That song doesn't sound like 97, but it doesn't sound like any year really. Like, that could come out now, I think, honestly.
Yeah. It's talk about age well. It's beautiful. Then we get Finger Smoke, again, another dope beat with a dope sample that could have been an actual song. Like, I would like either that song or another interlude to replace the fucking other shit, the shit I don't like.
Yeah,
because those beats are fire, bro.
Yeah,
like Smoke.
I like the vibe on this one. Yeah,
fire.
And I think this one fits really nicely to the song that's coming up next. I think they mesh very well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, not much more to say about it. But yeah, they could have made this into a song for sure. And that there's a ring of smoke wrapped around my finger. They could have made that into like a hook for sure.
Yes. This song is amazing. Title track.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, Stone Crazy. Title track. Juju comes on the title track. Aggressive. He kills it. Psycho Les body shit. Cross-examination, my organization, stack figures. When you fuck up, we chop heads off, no fingers. That shit is so hard, bro. Hard as fuck. This joint is bugged out, like you're high or something, like a fucking acid trip type deal. That's what the feel I got from it. I love the extra sample in the beginning. Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
That's yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Love the beat as well. You must be stone crazy. That sounds like some 70s rock shit. Psychedelia type shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think a lot of the samples in this sound like they're from that era. There's definitely a vibe of like you said, 70s on here for sure.
My nigga knows the vibes. You must be stone crazy. It's so good. The nigga uncle was like, "Yo, this shit's fire. I forgot how good it is." I was like, "Yeah, I told you, nigga, amazing." And then I like the little skit at the end when Shorty's like, "I smoked 3 blunts with my cousin. I'm high as fuck," something like that. Amazing. I'm a pothead to the fullest, so I adore this fucking beat, the song, everything, my nigga. Second favorite song on the album.
Yeah, I mean it's up there for me too.
Yeah.
Like you said, I just love the overall vibe of this song. Definitely like, dope sequencing because you got, Do You Believe, which is this kind of like quite, serious, kind of heartfelt, song. It's quite, definitely has like a somber feel to it, a little bit slower. And then, you got the intermission that sets up, this like deranged kind of violent kind of freak show of a song. I love it. It's really cool. Juju, he just snaps, is unloaded, the foul mouth brain exploded, the gun toting Charles Manson prayers voting, that's crazy, Killer, fuck you little girl like McGilla, the wild gorilla, gun down Barney Miller. You're like, oh, so dope. And Psycho Les, he did a thing as well, cross-examination, my organization stack figures, and when we fuck up, we chop heads, no fingers. I love that. It's so dope.
Yes, pure line. That's why I quoted it.
It's like both of them just went in on this song, It's just one of those, like, they just let it all out. It's like they pretty much like wrote the craziest song they could, and they had like the perfect kind of backdrop. Definitely has that kind of like, they're like high as fuck, like they're on something, and they don't give a shit anymore. That's when people are at their most dangerous, And that's the vibe I get from that. And like you said, the hook as well. You mentioned earlier, you must be stone crazy. This is so good, So like again, instantly catchy and like original. Like these guys make original sounding beats. Like I never heard anything quite like this before. It's awesome stuff. It's one of my favorite songs on the album as well. It's absolutely brilliant.
Amazing. Hell yeah, my nigga. We gushed over that because it deserves it. It's so good.
We did.
All right, next, another favorite song of mine. Niggas Know.
Oh, yes.
One of my favorite beats on the whole album. So fucking dope. Fuck Carlitos, we doing it the Big Jew and less way. Psycho, let's kill that. Your life can be taken quick as a suggestion. Fire. Lesson Jew are dope as fuck on here to me. Nigga said if it's hard as fuck. If I don't blast your head off, I simply break it. Grimy as fuck. This is one of my favorite joints on here. Can't say enough good things about this joint. It's probably be in my top 3. I don't know yet. When I pick my top 3, sometimes I don't even know what the hell's going to be. But that might be in there. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's an amazing song. Niggas Know goes dumb hard, yo. They both killed it lyrically. Dope quotables. Fire song.
Yeah, I really like this song. I like the beat. It has like a kind of like organ, like funeral kind of vibe to it. That din, din, din. It's pretty dope. Really kind of sets the scene. It's like a nice come down after, the crazy Stone Crazy title track. And I mean, this is another really dope song on here. Like that line that you quoted from Psycho Les, just to niggas I don't associate with. If I don't blast your head up, I'll simply break it. Like that's so dope, aluminum battered, melon splattered, so unique. Now who the fuck want to critique? Love that, it's so good.
So hard.
And then Juju, he did his thing as well. It's just such a great song. Gonna bury your ass, see it's over. I could never let that go. So who gotta let niggas know? I love that. Ending off the track, and like I said, love the the kind of like. I really like the beats in this album because they're very varied. You know what I mean? Like everything sounds pretty different. This is definitely one of the more kind of like low key tracks beat wise, but it's perfect. You know what I mean? Just it works really, really well. And yeah, it's a highlight for me on the album too. Don't know if it's quite top 3, we'll see, but it's a really good one. So yeah, definitely, yeah, I like it a lot for sure.
Yeah, fire, nigga. Beyond fire for me. I love that song.
Yeah, it's dope.
Oh yeah. Then we get Honey Horns. It's the very. That's
I
funny.
like the title. Yeah.
I love how Russ laughs when I said that's funny. Just like a very short interlude with some horns. That's it.
I mean, it's pretty pointless. Let's be honest. It's not really. It doesn't add a whole lot to it, but it's pretty dope. I mean, again, they could have made a beat out of that.
Yeah, I agree. She was fire.
Yep.
Then we get Find That.
Ooh.
Fire.
Love
that
this
beat
one.
is dope. Psycho Let's Talking That Talk. I give it to you right out the speaker. While you indoors like a fucking housekeeper. That shit is fucking hard. Juju has a dope verse too. Just that raw street shit. Some drug talk. Love it. Psycho Les comes back. Talks about, yapping if you don't find his loot. Fire, bro. I fucked with that shit heavy.
I love that hook, If you owe me money, better find that shit. Because y'all niggas will die behind that shit. Like, oh man, it's so good, It's just like simple lines, but when it's chanted the right way, you know what I mean? Just it's a dope hook. I like it a lot. And beat wise, this song is probably like one of the like grimier beats on the album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, kind of like low key, but definitely just kind of like just gritty, grimy street kind of beat. And this was actually the lead single off the album, believe it or not, which is pretty wild. It doesn't sound like a single at all, does it? It doesn't. Nah. But yeah, pretty dope song. I like when Psycho Les said in the first verse, as I whistle, you get hit by a missile while you're eating dinner, trying to reach for your pistol. Like that's dope, Even though I said, Juju's my favorite member, like Psycho Les, like he's that dude as well. Like
yeah, he's just a lot of fly little lines here and there.
He does, yeah. His lines are gully as well. I love that. He even said, my label put dough on the table for me to whack kids. I whack them, body bag them, and trunk them. Like it's just so like he doesn't give a shit really. I just love it. And Juju, he did his thing as well. It's the beer drinking, Cuban Lincoln money thinker, lethal joyride, homicide, body sticker. Like it is. For me, this is one of my highlights on the album. I love Find That. I think it's so good.
Yeah, I agree. That's a fire ass song.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Next, we get Super Supreme. One of my favorite beats on the album. Just incredible. Psycho Les does his thing on here in the opening verse. Juju's flow on this joint is clean. Both their rhymes on this joint. I like Water. Just some effortlessly shit. So underrated. Love this. I didn't quote nothing, but yeah, fire song.
Yeah, dope song. Again, like beat wise, it definitely has like it sounds kind of like 70s, with that kind of guitar sample at the start. That ding 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 ding. It's dope. And I mean, it's another dope song. I really like it. It's not maybe it would be similar to something like Here's a Drink, from earlier on the album. It's not like a super standout to me, but it's still a very dope song. Like I said, killer beat on here, and Psycho Les and Juju again. They just come correct on this track. Cuban cable giving cash around the table. My record label watching the sun steady and stable. Bit my shit, but you whack him wasn't able. Silence, we bring in violence from the cradle. That's Juju saying that. It's like, I love it. You know what I mean? It's like these guys are never like in the conversation as far as like rappers go, but man, I just love their deliveries. You know what I mean? It's like a great example of like, you don't need like the most like lyrical, miracle, spiritual bars, to be dope. If you have like a dope voice over dope production, that's good enough for me. And these guys, I love just how grimy they get. It's a dope song for sure. Maybe not like a super standout, like I said earlier,
Yeah.
but Super Supreme, I definitely, I like it. I'm never, I'm not going to skip it. That's for sure. It's definitely a dope song.
Fuck yeah, brother. Thanks for breaking down some lines because I didn't write nothing.
Yeah.
Now, one of my other favorite songs, man. It's such a dope collab. One of my favorite groups ever. It's underrated. 2 underrated groups.
Okay.
Think About Cash. Featuring Hostile and Black Poet with a Screwball. They're from Queensbridge Projects. Big fan of Screwball. Definitely a dope joint. Some straight gully queen shit on here. I'm a big Screwball fan, like I stated earlier. Juju kills shit on here. How the fuck you gonna do what I do? You ain't me. You niggas hate me. You keep your guns on safety. That's talking that street shit at its finest. Black Poet is so fucking nasty. A lot of niggas might seem rough, but they are cream puff under that gangster lean stuff, nigga. Oh, hard.
Yeah.
Gully. If you never hear 2K, listen to it, people. That's a fucking classic Queens album.
Yeah, because I have to be honest, I never got around to checking out Screwball in their entirety. I've heard songs here and there, that joint that they did with Primo, that's fire. But yeah, I never listened to the full album, so I need to do that someday, for sure.
You would love them, bro.
Yeah, and
it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great, guest appearance on here from both, Hostile and Black Poet. Like, they went in on this, and yeah, I think they really go well with Beatnuts as well. You know what I mean? Just like great chemistry. Yeah, no, really dope song. I like how Hostile opens it up. Who's the culprit? No shame in the game. Feel the pain, but my rhymes get you numb like cocaine. That's dope. I like that. That's fly. Yeah, it's a dope track, and then Juju comes out with the second verse. It's pretty dope, with the way you'll be fucking up my work and shit. You heard right, my team put it on dirt by money hungry Germans with no life who gunfight. We love this country in the worst way. We're gonna bleed bitch corner to corner Friday to Thursday. I love that. Yeah. Then Black Poet came in. I thought his verse was dope as well. I like the way he ends it off. My rhymes are razor sharp, nothing to play with. The beats are nuts, so you critics can't say shit. Simple, but like dope. Just kind of like sticking up for the people that like, they were good enough to bring them on, as featured artists. Yeah. And they're saying, anyone going against our guys, the Beatnuts, don't know what you're talking about. I like that. Love that come out, when people stick, with each other and, show love like that on a track is dope. And, Psycho-Les, he comes in towards the end and, he does a great job too. So overall, yeah, really great collab. And, yeah, beat-wise, it's pretty dope too. It has that sample. It's similar to Tears, by Wu-Tang. That it's similar to that. I don't know if it is the same sample, but it sounds like it could be flipped like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a dope track for sure. Dope collab. I mean, this album doesn't really have that many features on it, but all the features they do have, for the most part, fire.
Fuck yeah, brother. I love that fucking song.
Yeah, it's dope.
Next you get Uncivilized, featuring Don Gabby, another nigga I don't know.
No. No idea.
Probably some random Spanish nigga from the block or something, I don't know, but real grimy beat, man. Like Psycho-Les talking about chopping niggas up with an axe. Just that gully shit. Don Gabby even has a dope verse, but Juju has a dope line. Like, it's just simple, but it's so gully. You fake thug niggas still sleep with the lights on. That's so hard to me, nigga. I love that shit, yo. Uncivilized is a dope track to me. One of the last, like, good tracks on this album. It's fire to me.
Yeah, it's a dope track. Yeah, I like this Don Gabby guy. Again, I don't know who he is, but dope voice. I like his voice. Pretty dope, It has some pretty nice lines on there as well, I like the little Black Moon reference, thrown in there, get you open like Black Moon and spot a kill of gorillas, a platoon of baboons to make you shit worse. That's pretty dope. And then yeah, Psycho-Les, opens it up, pretty dope. And Juju kind of rounds it up towards the end of the track. Again, it's maybe not like a super like top 3, top 5 song, but it's like a very dope, solid kind of album cut. And yeah, no, I like it. It's definitely a good song.
Fuck yeah, brother. That's my shit right there. And civilized. Now, track 16, Give Me the Ass. The most upbeat joint on here reminds me of something like Puffy would be on, in that same era. Never was crazy about this song. Compared to everything else on the record, it don't fit to me. It's super weak. I just don't like it flat out. I don't like it.
Yeah, well, it uses the same sample that Will Smith used the same year with Men in Black. It's
I should have mentioned that. Yeah, I didn't mention
it. Yeah. The Forget Me Not song by Patrice Rushen. I don't hate it. I don't think it's. I totally get what you're saying. It doesn't really fit the album that well. Bro. I think it would be okay as a closer, because at least it would be like, kind of like a fun kind of like party track to kind of end things off. I wouldn't mind it like that. I don't mind the hook. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I sort of see this as just kind of like a fun, kind of like humorous song, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. It's not super good. I get what you're saying, but I don't hate it too strongly either. There's something worse coming up in a minute.
Oh my god, bruh. We talked about this offline, bro, and yeah, this is fucking terrible. Flat out don't like that song. The last song's called Strokes. Get a voicemail message of a chick saying she wants to fuck. I fucking hate that squeaking, moaning noise in the beginning. And throughout the song, it's beyond annoying. That, ooh, fucking gay as fuck. So the chorus as well. This song is fucking ass. It's a terrible way to end the record. Should have used one of the songs, like I said earlier, as an interlude, like a full song. This song is garbage, bro. I love Beatnuts, but I keep it 1,000 on this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's not very good. No, it's rubbish. It's not very good at all. No, I'm even looking at the bars on here. I've got the lyrics up, and it's not even that good on that front, No, I just don't like it that much. And yeah, it's ruined by the annoying kind of high pitched moaning, but also that other guy's going,
yeah,
like over and over again, like all the way through it. Like, imagine if you were listening to this podcast and all, every 30 seconds some guy goes over the top of it. I don't get it. I just don't know what they were thinking. The way, like, I don't really, Give Me the Ass is like, it's not great, but it's sort of inoffensive to me. Like, it's sort of whatever. This, I really don't like. This is horrible. This actually makes Give Me the Ass look pretty good in comparison. It's not a good song at all. I don't like it. And like,
it does make that song look good.
Yeah, and it's really bad way to end off the album too, because we both really like this album. Yeah. Like, when you think of all the great hip hop albums, but all the stuff that we've reviewed this year, most of them I think end off really well. Like good tracks. Good way to end off the album. For the most part, this we've done like Cool G Rap and DJ Polo. They ended off with Two to the Head. You know what I mean? What a way to end off that album. Live and Let Die. That's great. You know what I mean? We've done like a lot of great closing tracks on the show, and this is not one of them. It's horrible. It's really bad.
It's terrible. What are they thinking?
I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe they were trying to like thinking, we need to kind of mix it up, and towards the end we'll put on these kind of like sexual like kind of party tracks or whatever. Like, no, it's not good.
Oh my god, it is a shame because there's a lot of grimy dope ass shit on here, but that shit is whack, bro.
Even like a remix of like one of the other songs or something, like an off the books remix with like maybe different rappers on it. Yeah, Fat Joe on it. Yeah,
yeah,
like that would be dope. Yeah.
Capone Noriega and Fat Joe. There you go.
Yeah, that would have been fire. You know what I mean? Or even like I don't know, get like Queens, someone else from Queens, get Nas on there. Fuck it, why not? It's like that, Yeah.
There you have it. The Beatnuts Stone Crazy 25th anniversary back in June. You know what we're doing, Ya Clout Podcast. Give our top 3 songs in the classic Source Magazine rating. To me, this is 4 mics. And it's my favorite Beatnuts album, but those last 2 tracks are fucking horrific for me. And the interlude should have been cut down short. I just made straight songs. Top 3 songs for me is Do You Believe, Off the Books, and I gotta go with Niggas Know.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go with that. But it's crazy because it's my favorite Beatnuts album and it got like a 4, but I have to. I gotta be honest, man. Is Stone, Street Level better, of course. But yeah, I gotta go with 4 mics. Those are my top 3 tracks.
Yeah, it's a tough one though because I think the highs are super high on this album. The
highs are more higher than the lowlights. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mike. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I would probably 4 for me as well. It's close to a 4.5 though.
It is.
Yeah, because I think some of the best songs in this album are like incredible. Like they really are. Do You Believe is amazing. Off the Books is amazing. I love Find That. That's probably my top 3. Oh no,
it's hard, right?
Scratch Find That. It's the title track. So yeah, Do You Believe, Off the Books, and Stone Crazy. That's my top 3. But it's a really good album for the most part. I think the last song's horrible. Give Me the Ass is, for me, it's okay. It's not great. Yeah. It's not bad. It's somewhere in between. And but overall, like, it's a dope album. The beats on this album are really good. Like, yeah, great. Beatnuts don't get any credit as like rapper producers. You know what I mean? They're really, really good as far as creating an interesting sounding album. But it still has that like gritty East Coast sound that we all know and love. But like just their flavor, their take on it is definitely it's just different. You know what I mean? It just sounds different. Like this album's definitely not as gritty as like the earlier stuff, Intoxicated Demons, and the first album's definitely not quite as grimy as that, but I like the variety on here for sure. And you got stuff like Find That and like Here's a Drink and Bless the MIC, you know what I mean? Those are pretty like gritty, grimy songs, but then you have stuff like Off the Books, which is a lot more like brighter and a lot more catchy. And Stone Crazy is kind of has that like we said, kind of like psychedelic kind of vibe. Yeah, and as far as rappers go, like Psycho Les and Juju, they're just really entertaining over those beats. They're great, being like braggadocious, but at the same time they have hard bars throughout the album as well. And it's a great album for sure. It's not perfect, but yeah, it's really, really good. So 4, but maybe 4.5 on a different day. I don't know. I really like this album a lot for sure.
I agree. So fucking good, brother. Stretch and Barbito used to spin Find That hard. Yo, big shout out to Stretch and Barbito. Mm-hmm. I'm from Massachusetts, and my uncle used to get those tapes sent to him from a New York bootlegger back in the day, and we would just play them forever because they had Biggie freestyles on there, Method Man freestyles, Jay-Z and Big L. I wish I could find those online and just throw them on iTunes because they were that dope, man. The Stretch and Barbito tapes. Legendary shit. The documentary is my second favorite hip-hop documentary of all time, behind of Mics and Men, Wu-Tang Clan. So, yeah. Props to my nephew. He gave me 2 copies on CD in 2017, that summer. First time the CD came out with the picture covers. The second time, 2020, with the second one with picture covers. Fire. There you go. The Beatnuts Stone Crazy, man.
I hate it when people, you buy a CD and they don't give you the full thing.
That's fucking terrible. It's never happened to me, but other fucked up shit happened to me where shit just got scratched the fuck up, water damage,
Yeah,
those days are over for Big Mike, my nigga.
Yeah, I feel
For real, it's over, bro. If I see something in the wild, or which is rare, I don't go out like that for CDs, but like see something on eBay for a good price, I'll scoop it. But that never happens nowadays. Niggas is greedy assholes. Yo, Doobie, it's amazing. I don't know where it's on. I forgot where the fuck did I watch it. I don't think it was Netflix. I can't remember where I watched it. It was on some streaming service. But it's probably still around. Let me check now. Radio that changed lives. I'll check for you. Show up. You gotta find it probably like on 123 Movies or something, because it's like all on paying sites like Voodoo and YouTube for $4. Yeah, it's incredible though. I love it so much.
Yeah,
it's a good doc. Seeing Lord Finesse like listen to the Big L freestyle and he's like rapping along to it. That shit was fire. Man. It's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah.
I caught up with your hip hop confessions that you did,
bro.
That was great. I loved watching that.
It was fun. So much fun, bro.
Yeah, so if someone wants to do, they want us to do like a part 2 of me on it, we could do that someday if you want.
Yes. gotta get Ross on here, man. For sure. This shit was funny as fuck, man.
Yeah, it was.
I think that me and Ricardo are going live Monday, so I don't know what time y'all, but we're going live. Talk about the game Dramatic, shit like that. So
nice.
You can look up for that. Yeah, documentary is amazing. It's fun.
And we know what we're doing next week, right?
Yep, Public Enemy. Yo, Bum Ruster Show, 1987. Already celebrated its 35 years, so doing that.
That's an album I haven't listened to in a while, so I'm looking forward to revisiting that.
Likewise, that's the first rap album I heard in its entirety. Because I heard Lottie Dottie 12-inch.
Mm-hmm.
This is called The Show. Lottie Dottie was the B-side, I believe, yeah. That's the first song I ever heard and learned every word to. I remember like it was yesterday. And then the first album I heard before I got into Wu-Tang and anything was Yo Bum Rush the Show. Play the I'll save it for the fucking I'm doing an episode right now, nigga. but that's the first one I heard ever, like on vinyl too. It was amazing.
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
My nigga Doobie knows the vibes.
It was so
that raw shit. Nigga said wild, crazy shit that I didn't agree with. That's what the show was all about. It was mad fun, bro.
Yeah, I probably have some hot takes.
Oh, yeah. That was a blast. And if they can't make it, then me and Ross will just do it. I don't have new hot takes. I know I got some other ones. So.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a great topic. You can always find more stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, call it part 2 with like a Molarity 1 likes to call him Sir Ross.
That's funny.
These are the fucking Beatles or something.
Yeah, I'm not Paul. I'm not Ringo.
Yeah. I like when Steve says that crap shit.
Oh, it's funny, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude said it was fire. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you. That's what we do this shit, bro. Niggas like, yo, man. But yeah, man. We can get off here if you want, bro. We can chat. And what do we want to do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. I'm easy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've always just enjoyed, doing this show. It's always been fun.
It is, bro. It is, bro. Life right now sucks for me. A lot of bullshit going on. So when I get on this motherfucker with y'all, it's like gone. I don't think about it.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in chat that's, been around for a while. Very much appreciated.
Absolutely.
As corny as it may sound, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. So, it's That's facts, you know.
Yeah, it is facts, bro. Shout out to the mother. I say I love y'all niggas every time I get off here, so
Yep.
you know how I feel. Shout out to Doobie though, the biggest supporter ever though.
Yeah, Doobie's been around for what 5-6 years or something like
that. Yeah, forever. Nigga was rocking with me when I was Dolo, bro. So,
same with my old stuff. Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. Shout out to motherfucking Doobie, man. Saturday is the best weekend to speak to Clout. Thank you, G. Thank you. Fuck yeah. All right. Get out of here, I guess.
Yeah, sounds good.
Kind of quiet. See y'all niggas next week, man. Public Enemy, your Bum Roster Show. And we'll see y'all niggas Friday, Monday, when me and Rick talk about the game, Drillmatic. I was a documentary. What the fuck? Anyway.
I'm sure that will be coming at some point, right?
Oh, yeah. Peace, y'all. Love y'all niggas, man.
Have a good one.